So welcome back, everybody. This is a review I've been interested in for quite a while. While I typically don't do these types of reviews on the channel, with it being winter time here, I've actually just got done doing a long-term test on a battery-powered heated waterproof jacket, something I have been very interested in. And no, I'm not joking. It takes this power bank right here that plugs in on the inside. We've got a power button up top with low, medium, and high. This may be the perfect holiday gift for you to give to people. Links will be down in the description. And the reason I want to do this is an extremely affordable jacket. It really is. And spoiler alert, over the last couple of weeks of testing through cold fronts, wind, everything else, it's performed flawlessly. So talk about a perfect day to test out a jacket like this. We just had a cold front blow through. It's super windy and quite cold. Actually, it's going to be in the 20s for the next couple of days, so a perfect time to test this out. So as you can see by the power button right here, maybe you can see the color, I've got it all the way on high. I can feel it heating up in my arms and my back. And because this is made out of like windbreaker material, it's really helping cut down on any wind making it through. The material is almost kind of like a soft shell slash windbreaker. It's a little mix in between. Now it doesn't have the lined interior, kind of like a soft shell jacket, but it's not as thin as a windbreaker. Hard to explain. But long story short, with it on high, I can definitely feel the coils in the arms and on my upper back, lower section a little. You can actually feel the heat coming off of it. I tested high out inside and it was just way too powerful. But out here in this crazy wind like we're getting right now, and as cold as it is, this is absolutely perfect. And I'm really enjoying the windbreaker side of it. So as you can see, it's also got a hoodie as well. This claims it's waterproof. It feels like waterproof material. So if you were in some snow, some sleet, or even some rain, I think you'd be good to go with this right here. And even though it's on the thinner side, the fact that it's heated, it actually feels very comfortable. So I'm about to go run a bunch of errands today. It's supposed to stay chilly and windy all day long, and my plan is to test this out as I go through town and all, and I'll give you some feedback. The battery is tucked right here. Can't really see it. I can feel it, but it's not bad at all. Just feels like I have something in my pocket, like maybe a wallet. But thus far, I'm impressed. It's really helping cut some of this wind back. But tomorrow's gonna be the real test when we get down in the 20s. Okay, so quick little update. I'm about 1 hour into running errands, and the jacket has been performing fantastic. So when I'm outside with as windy as it is today, I'm running on high. That's the way I can really feel it. Medium and low, I don't feel it as much outside, but high, I definitely can feel it. However, when I get in the vehicle and you start pressing against the jacket, against the little hot coals on the inside, warm I should say, they're not hot, nothing dangerous about it, it feels good. But once you get in the truck, I have to go to a medium, and then it doesn't take long, you can really feel it, I can go to low. Now I can actually feel it on low in here because I'm pressing against it, and I can feel the heat coming through my back. It's actually very soothing, and I really like it. Okay, so quick little update. I have been gone for 2 hours running errands, and I did not turn the jacket off, not one single time. Actually, I got so warm in the truck, even on low, that I did wind up taking it off, but I left it powered up and on the seat. So let's check out the battery. First thing this morning, ran it on high for a while to warm it up, ran it on medium for a little while, and then probably for the last solid hour, been running on low because it's kept me very, very comfortable. Actually, again, in the vehicle, I started getting a bit warm, but it's also warming up for the day, although still very cold, extremely windy. It's definitely jacket weather. All right, so if we look down in the pouch right here, wow, it's still showing full charge after 2 hours of use. All right, so here we are for day 2 test. It was 28 degrees this morning, currently still in the 30s and very windy. So gonna be another good test as I go out and run some errands. With the windbreakers doing its thing, cutting the wind down, I've already got this jacket on high because it's freezing cold. So let's go out for about another hour, hour and a half, run some errands, check the battery, and I'm probably gonna be running this on medium to high most of the day today because it is super cold, at least for Florida standards. All right, as you can see, I got my little buddy going to run errands with me today. You ready? All right, so here we are a few days later. I want to continue testing this jacket. And FYI, I used this for 2 days while it was very cold down here, running errands as you've seen. Running on high at times, medium occasionally, and low a lot of times. I ran for 3 hours over 2 different days, and the battery was still at 50%. So now let's do a worst case scenario. Say it's really cold, that's what you're interested in this for, and you're gonna run it on nothing but high. Battery is fully charged. All right, we're gonna plug it in the jacket right here, turn it on high for absolute worst case scenario, and I'm gonna keep coming in and checking the battery life. So let's go ahead and turn that on. Red is high, and we'll let this run. I'll just keep popping in. I'll let you know absolute worst case scenario. All right, another real quick test. I want to show you how well this is working. Literally just turned this on about 3 minutes ago. So there is no heating up in the hoodie portion right here. So let me show you the temperature up there. Hopefully y'all can see that. 75 degrees, that's about room temperature right here. And then as we start going down around the coils in the jacket, if I hit some of the areas just right, let me find where there's a big coil pack at. You see we're at 92. Some areas go over 100. Right here, you can feel another heating section. Hopefully y'all can see that, 96. All right, just hit 96 again down there, 99.8, 101. So you can definitely see this works. There's little pockets of coils that you can feel right here, the heating elements basically, in strategic sections around your midsection, all across your back. That's what feels so good. And they definitely work. 105 degrees right there we just hit. All right, so here we are almost 2.5 hours later because I started my stopwatch late. You need to add 11 minutes to that. So right at 2.5 hours, this was just showing 50%. Now we dropped down to 1 bar. I'm surprised it's lasted this long. We're still on high. So let's take a look in the jacket. Find where these coils are. 105, 102, 106, depending on when you hit right on them. So it's staying right in that 105 plus range, which is oh so warm. All right, here we are for a quick check-in. Don't forget, you gotta add 11 minutes to this. We're quickly approaching 3.5 hours. We're still showing power. Jacket's still powered up, still nice and hot. I ain't gonna lie, I thought the battery would be dead by now running on high for this long. No bigger than this is. I should also mention you charge this via standard USB-C. Charge time is gonna be totally dependent on how powerful your charger is. I know I'm gonna be asked that. This is a 16,000 milliamp hour battery, so you're gonna have to divide that number by however powerful your charger is. I should also say it's 59.2 watt hours. That'll be the easier number for you to convert over. The other cool thing about this is you have charging ability on the go. So should you decide you don't need the heat of the jacket and maybe you've got a dead cell phone or a cell phone that's dying on you, you can bring your charger and actually plug in and use this power brick just like that, a power brick. So charge your phone on the go and or run your jacket. All right, so here we are at 3 hours, 38 minutes plus 11 more minutes. So we're approaching 4 hours. We're flashing, but it's still running. I'm assuming this is gonna run a little longer, so it's looking like we may get close to 4 hours on high. Yeah, it's still hot. That's way longer than I was ever expecting. So again, running on medium, you get longer run time. Run on low, you probably get a lot longer run time. All right, so let's test this material out right here. Nice and dry. Let's see if it beads up and runs off. It's certainly looking like it does. Absolutely is beading up, running off. I don't see any wet spots, no soaking in. Just what I expect for this type of jacket. Yeah, I don't see any water penetration at all. Feel on the inside, nice and dry. So definitely waterproof material.